Welcome, everyone. This is a kind of a late start for me. At 11 o'clock resume. Obviously, we had the Wild game earlier today, but Vancouver and Montreal now. It's the nightcap. And the Canucks, in a few minutes, I'm not sure how much longer, a few minutes, they're going to drop the puck here in Vancouver between the Canadiens and the Canucks. Right now, in a huge game, they are down by they're fifth in the division. They're down by 3 points by Montreal, who holds the 4 spot. Remember, they scored in the final minute and won in a shootout. Their second win all year, also in a shootout against Montreal. They're going to commercial. They'll be back for puck drop for Vancouver, and it will be great for Vancouver here. It would be a win in regulation, which would put them 1 point right there.
Solutions for your journey. Official tire of the NHL. Still got it.
Well, here we go. In Vancouver, the Canucks enter the ice. They've got the green and the blue strobes. They've got everything going. Everybody is ready here in Vancouver. Hello, Josh. We got Canucks. We got Canadiens. Who's fired up in British Columbia? The Canucks with the regulation victory can be 1 point behind the playoff spot held by Montreal. This is the final meeting in the regular season between the Canucks and the Canadiens in Western Canada. They will play for one final time in the regular season next week in Montreal. But the final game in Rogers in the regular season between the Canucks and the Canadiens, and puck drop at the Whale in momentarily in a few seconds. Carey Price, 7-4-4, a goalie average of 2.69 and a save percentage of .903. No shutouts. Thatcher Demko's back in goal again. He's been phenomenal. 8-9-1, goalie average of 2.75, but a much better save percentage, .916, and one shutout, which came against Winnipeg. He's been 4-1 in March at those wins against Winnipeg and Montreal and Toronto. We know all about that and what has to happen here. And for the Canadiens, of course, we'll see how they will do. Opening goal for Vancouver would be the thing, but we'll see what's happening. What happens with the Canucks is right now they're going to play the anthem here in Vancouver.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we play hockey upon the unceded territory of the must-win.
Why?
The three nations happy to share the land and the belief of
So,
the spirit of sport.
Your video was not violating terms of services, but I still have a strike. Why would you have a strike if it wasn't God, I don't understand. Please email them again to ask them what on earth that means, why would you have a strike? Also, can you post now? Are you allowed to post, or are they just not letting you stream? Yeah, definitely send them an email for clarification. Can you post now? Did they not allow you to post, or can you just not stream? Because if you can't post, that'd be something I would fix. I would try to get immediately because. Okay. Wait, no, I was about to upload Goalhorn or stream. Okay. You can I think it'll allow you to post, but it won't allow you to stream. Because that's what happened to me. All right, anthem's over. They're about to send out the siren, and we'll see what the starting lines will be for Travis Green and for the Canadiens for Montreal. All right, teacher's cranking a siren. They got a siren cranking. The strobe lights are going. We're getting ready. We've got Canucks hockey, Vancouver, Montreal, from the Whale here in BC. Again, Demko and Price. Jordy Ben at the defensive unit will be out there. They've got Pearson, Horvat, Virtanen out for Vancouver, and we're off. The Canucks win the draw. But Jordy Bennett got picked off his stick, and Ben shoots it right off the wall and dropped in for Shea Weber, who sends in. Good stretch-out pass for Paul Byron. He backhands it through. Canadiens scored in the middle of the first period, and then not another goal would be scored until the final minute of play when Vancouver tied it from a Gaudette goal. It was a 2-1 Canucks win in a shootout. This puck will be icing against Vancouver. Sherratt to touch it in a face-off in front of Demko. Said failed too many strikes. Wait, but you only have one strike, right? GDD, you only have one strike, right? That's highly confusing. Shot there by Branson and a save made by Demko. Yes, Senators absolutely got derailed 7-1. Also, we got two games going on right now. I believe the second period is over between Anaheim and LA. And also in the third period, we've got Colorado and Arizona in a playoff match from last year. 30 seconds into this game. Yeah, what was your first strike? My strikes have always just been like copyright and stuff like that. Nothing else. Sutter beat off the draw. Well, not beat off the draw. I have to redo it. Here's Kotkaniemi's going to replace off the face-off, won by Vancouver. And thrown in back again. And the Canucks ice the puck again. I say the 8 o'clock start for Vancouver. Maybe it's even worse. It's an 11 o'clock start. The latest start this year of a hockey game that was predetermined. The meaning there was because they had that 1 o'clock game on Saturday in the afternoon that had the second period start at midnight because it wasn't predetermined. It was just they had to because of the ice level. Canucks to move this off the board, sent to center, and too far for JT Miller, taken by Branson. Handle the center ice. Here are the Canucks again. Chipped over from where Price was. Here's Petrie. He had the one goal for Montreal in the last game. Well, I mean, there were goals scored in a shootout by the Canadiens, I believe, but not. No, I didn't actually think they didn't even score a goal. Yeah. It was the only goal that they did score. As this puck is sent in, Weber gets hit by Drouin. And Hughes hits Drouin. No Pettersson again. He was determined out. So they were able to win without him. And they're going to have to do it again. You want at least a point, but really a win here, especially in regulation, would be key. It would help Vancouver on their way to here. No, I know, but I'm just asking you with the copyright strikes, like how many have you gotten in general until they've thrown off? Because if you only have one, there's no way they can't let you upload. I would read in detail that copyright strike and then email them again. What's this? Right off the wall, it's Kulak moving it in. And sent to the corner. The Canucks pick that off. Good movement by Roussel. He gets hit, but he chips the puck into the Montreal zone and calling this icing against Vancouver, I guess. It was weird just because he kind of chipped it down and it didn't look like an icing, but they did call that. And here's the Good physical play by Vancouver. All right. Cool, Josh. Nice to see you back again. 1 shot on goal for Montreal. No shots on goal for Vancouver yet. Here's Tyler Myers. Tried to rip it through. Couldn't get it out, though. That could be a sign of something to come. Canucks, they'll throw it to center ice again and dropped down the line. Wants to move it at the right circle. Then pitched over for Petrie. He moves by Petrie at the left circle. Petrie turns. Petrie still with the puck. Hands off to Gudbranson. He keeps in. Wrist shot on route. And the glove save by Thatcher Demko. Second period's over. 3-1 Kings. Their surprise veteran backup has done Gronger, I believe his name is, has done really well. He's only let in 1 goal. One from Sam Steele from Desjardins and Shattenkirk. And then the Kings scored 2 straight and then scored another for insurance. They're up 3-1. So you saw that Wild winning and then also 7-1 wins. You see the third period in the other game. Shot wide off the boards, Arizona, Colorado. Dropped it in again from where Gallagher was. Chance to Foley has the puck, and then Kotkaniemi back at the boards. They work away Travis Hamonic. Sent to the corner. There's Sherrod. Shot on net, and this off the stick of Gallagher. Taken by the Canucks to send that to center ice. Throwing for Kotkaniemi. Holds Kotkaniemi. Shooting! Save made by Demko. And the puck to the boards. And there's Besser. And the puck to be moved up. Hoglander. It'll send this to center. And now drop back into the Vancouver zone to pull it through. Canucks now will have a chance. Oh, I had a late man coming, but it just deflected off its stick. A Montreal Canadian player with good smarts, a good stick. No, it's okay, Nathan. What a game that was, though. That Minnesota Vegas game. What a game that was. 2 goals the goalie pulled, including a hat trick by the defenseman. Also, I will say, GDD games, when I said, oh, who won, though, and you said Minnesota, I knew that the Wild won. What I meant by that comment was, oh, yeah, he had a hat trick. That was pretty crazy. But who won? Who got the last laugh? That kind of thing. Minnesota won 4-3. They took a 1-0 lead in the early 29 seconds. We'll wait till there's a stoppage. I'll tell you what happened, how that game worked out. Moving in, and a good hit there at the Canadiens, keeping it through. Suzuki dropped it at the right circle. Chopped in front, trying to push it through for Romanov. Romanov over, pass in front. Oh, that's a stick save made by Hoglander. Good hit by Horvat. Schmidt trying to take the puck out. Can't. Here's a shot in front again. And taken back by Alexander Edler. Edler in his own zone. Stripes this to center. And backhanded in. Byron with the puck. Slotting it over to Corey Perry, who backhands in behind. The centering pass to the boards. Perry's there. He took a hit, and I got over to Thatcher Demko. Spin back behind. Oh, that could have been scary. Kulak with the puck there away from Gaudette. Like scary. Canadians could have had a chance there. Shot on route. That's blocked in front. Tyler Myers trying to take this away from Kulak. Good hit on him. Here's Corey Perry. Stripped of the puck. Great play by Gaudette, who lines this off the glass. And Jeff Petrie will slide this across. The American defenseman for Montreal. They're the 6th in scoring with 3.29 goals a game. Montreal, for a team that isn't built top-heavy, scores a lot of goals. And it's Antoine Roussel. Whiffed on the puck and stolen back by Tatar. Tatar has Dano. Tatar shoots it. A great save by Demko. Here's Armia. Dropped it off Tatar. Shot by Romanov. Snared with a great glove hand by Thatcher Demko. So the leader you were with told you to ask it, and the priest said it was a bad question. That's annoying. Anyways, Peter, what AHL team should I do next? If you haven't done Binghamton, do Binghamton. Face off here, JT Miller, as it's dropped down again. I assure you, once that stops, it will definitely go. There's a shot save by Thatcher Demko. So here's how the game went. That's really annoying. All right, we're going to commercial. 13:58 to go in there first. So 1-1 still 4-4 for Colorado and Arizona, and 3-1 still the end of the second. So here's how it went. All right, Bingy. So here's how it went, Nathan. So the Wild scored a goal from Eriksson Ek 19 seconds into the game. Then about 90 seconds later, yes, I did. I'd say my favorite hat is the last one. Just like you. Also, at commercial, after I'm done with the story, at commercial, we got to resume the jersey thing. Definitely got to resume our jersey talk. I believe we were at Carolina. Yes, Carolina. Favorite AHL team I took for Nathan, that's got to be the Grand Rapids Griffins, I would assume. Anyway, then the Wild, the Vegas scored 90 seconds later. Then a lot of good chances, scoreless second after, nothing later in the first. Then the third period came along, and 3 straight goals for the Wild. Great passing, Eriksson Ek. They just hemmed him in. Also, the first goal was scored by this defenseman. Colgan. And yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah, the NHL already got a Seattle team. They got a Seattle team like a year ago. But anyway, Colgan scored the first goal. So then Vegas is down 3-1. They also the Wild chased Marc-Andre Fleury. They pull the goalie, and Colgan scores 2 straight goals. He has a hat trick, the defenseman. It's his first NHL game. He has a hat trick playing in front of a goalie, Thompson, because Fleury was chased, let in no more goals because he was a rookie who had first played his first NHL games. This kid's got a hat trick, and now the Wild, there's a minute left, and the Vegas Golden Knights pull their attacker again. They're looking for another late tying goal. They're ramming at the net. They're shooting pucks wide, and the Wild just force it to center and survive 4-3. What a game. What a crazy game. Yeah, this is the last season without Seattle. They start playing next season. Shut off the draw on a save by Demko. 7-0 Canadiens, but Demko has been superhuman. What do I think of them? Well, they haven't had the draft yet. The draft doesn't start till after this season. I think their organization looks good. Ron Francis and everything, but what do I think of them getting a team? I think it's good. When is it? Probably around July or whatever. I'm not sure. If I can, I'd like to actually live stream it. What's the score? No score still. Between Montreal and Vancouver. Weber shoots wide off the boards. Let me update that and drop down again. As there is now a stoppage again. Also, the Avalanche and the Coyotes are tied at 1. If we can get to that game at intermission, we will, although I'm not sure, because this is 13:37 left in the first, and that is 7:49 left in the third. We should definitely have some of the third period of the Ducks-Kings game at intermission, though I don't know what Arizona-Colorado. If we do, that game would probably be in a shootout. Commercial. We'll do that at commercial. And then the second intermission when games are done. Here's a shot by Toffoli off wide at the boards. And moving in is Gallagher. Gallagher might have tried for the Michigan move, but just couldn't. There was too much pressure there as it's moved in along. Drop the pass, Hamonic. And Hamonic is pushing and shoving at Kotkaniemi. There's a penalty coming up. I don't know who it's on. It's on Montreal, so in all these games, Canadiens blowout or Canucks shootout win, Montreal commits a ton of penalties, and they commit them early and often, and the trend continues. Kotkaniemi for just a hit in the back to Travis Hamonic, who went at him, and Montreal coaching staff will say, "Oh, well, this should be a double. This should be a 4-on-4 because my guy hits him in the back, but his guy retaliated." But it's obviously a power play boarding call, so it'll be a Vancouver power play, just like that. Peter, can we see the Panthers hat? Sure. Sure. This is the Florida hat as the Canadiens win the draw and clear. Backed it up over for Miller and Betzer. And now the Canucks continue to move the puck along. Yeah, it's really nice. Dropped it up and sent all the way down. Yeah, it is nice. Man, we were so lucky. Why, though, without Peterson, we are so lucky? I don't know. I'm tired of Montreal getting loser points. Canucks can't go to overtime. No, they got to win a regulation. And they're going to why does he care? He's not a Canucks fan. It's Edmonton. You don't want. The good thing is Edmonton is winning games, starting to win games. But you shouldn't be worried about Montreal. You should be worried about the Jets winning games. This comes down to the corner. And I actually think Edmonton would not have a ton of problems with Montreal the way they're playing. But Winnipeg in the playoffs, I think, would give you fits, especially because they play well and you got that old rivalry between Winnipeg and Edmonton. I know they looked unbeatable early on, but you can see the flaws. And also, Winnipeg's a lot more experienced than Edmonton is, than Montreal is. And their big issue was defensively. They fixed that. And they've got one of the best offenses in the league as this puck is cleared down again. Great clears by Montreal. Vancouver's done nothing, and they still don't have a shot on goal. With 15 seconds left in the power play, and the Canucks will weave it in. Just get a shot on goal, I think, at this point would be a good option. Pass at the right circle, just drop down again here on the power play. Continues it over to Tyler Myers. Myers sends it at the right circle. Holding. Shoots one. And not wide. It never went to the goaltender. Penalty's over. Kotkaniemi comes out of the box and pursues. Tries to get the puck out, but can't. Schmidt backhands off the wall. This is a high one, and Myers gets the puck and shoots in, but he's offside. I really like all my hats. The only hat I could say that I don't like is the Rangers, and it's not because it's a bad hat. It's because, I don't like the Rangers. The only one maybe is I like my Nashville hat, but for some reason I didn't get it in yellow. I just got it in silver, and it is kind of hard to see the logo. No, we can definitely make the playoffs. We're still managing as Roussel shoots wide. We're still managing to play hard against this team that's still scoreless, and they're only 3 points ahead of us. You shouldn't give that down. Big hit by a Montreal Canadian player, and Canuck gets back on the ice. Here's Edler chopping this in around, center to pass, and that just chipped off the stick. The Canucks got to get to this puck first. Edler fighting off Romano. Are you kidding me? They're going to call a penalty against Edler? Yeah. Edler for interference. That's it. Travis Green is incensed. I am too. He's just fighting off Anderson for the puck. This is a fight for the puck. He's just trying to get position on the puck. Watch this play, right? Roussel chips it in. He loses, but Romanov with the hit. Well, they show the hit there, which is a little too much. But here's Edler across. Okay, I see he gets the glove in a little bit. Okay, I guess that was just an instant call. But anyway, however you slice it, it's a power play for Montreal. And just like the last time, the killing team wins the draw and clears the puck all the way down. Favorite hat? Oh, man. I don't even know. I hate to say it because I'm a Devils fan and a Canucks fan first, but my Red Wings hat's probably my favorite. I love the pink and blue. I think it's really nice. Here's Tatar at the right circle. Tatar sends it over at the blue line. And we had a lot too. Shot in front. Oh, deflection off of Corey Perry. This still at the left circle and handed back again. Down there. There's a shot. Save made by Demko. Rebound puck is loose. They try to jam away on Demko. Still Tatar off of his stick. And it's kept in by Petrie. Demko gets back to his feet. They're screening him. And Demko makes the save. And Tyler Myers deflects it up. But can't take it out. Here's Tatar. Oh, he got leveled. And a shot across and a save by Demko. Perry in behind, trying to take the puck through. Myers brings Perry to his feet. Myers clears the puck. Only to center ice, though, because they had Petrie, who evades, and the Canucks are changing. Petrie shoots high and out of play. I don't have it here. It's at home. But next time it's at home, I go home to stream, I'll show it. But I do not have it here. For the first time in a long time, I'm not going to have an early afternoon Saturday live stream. I think the first game, I think that's a double stream. I think it's Detroit and no, not Detroit. Excuse me, Islanders and Devils, and then I think Canucks, and I don't remember who. Come on, Nucks. Yeah, absolutely, Ashton. Here's a move pass in front. Oh, Roussel had a chance, shorthanded, and never could go. Here's Josh Anderson. He moves the puck in. He drew the penalty. He chips it past Hamonic. Anderson, 17 on 27. Dropped it through. Toffoli's there. Back to the corner at the blue line. Sent over for Drouin. Jonathan Drouin. Over to Petrie. Back to Drouin. 16 seconds remaining on the Montreal power play. The Canadiens. Drouin sent to the left circle. They're moving. Good puck movement. Here's Weber. Shea Weber. 10 seconds left on. Here's Drouin. Drouin with the puck. Drouin sits at the blue line. Sends it over to Suzuki. Suzuki at the right circle. He dangles. He sends it to the line. Over to Jonathan Drouin. Penalty's over. In comes Edler. Edler works it in. Suzuki, backhander, goes wide. Good forechecking there. And sent to the corner. Also, William, if you're here, just want an update. Obviously, you probably know this. 3:36 left in the third. 1-1 tie between Colorado and Arizona. The Canadiens still have the puck in the zone. 4-1 Kings against the Ducks. They've entered the third period in Anaheim. Shot that goes wide. And I want to say Edmonton's offsides. They immediately blew the draw with a whistle after. But here's Roussel shorthanded with the chance. He couldn't get it. It's still scoreless. Both penalties on both teams have been killed. New Jersey. I looked into it. It looks good. Ashton, I'm from New Jersey, North Jersey, which is where I am now. Jefferson Township's my hometown. Why did you fall in love with the Canucks? The Twins. For Detroit, it's the Euro Twins. So we're at commercial right now. All right, let's start. All right, guys, if you want to do the jersey thing, actually, you can jump in this if you'd like. I'm not, bro. I work out. I worked out today. No. Anyway, as I was saying, we're going to do jerseys now, right, Nathan? And if anyone wants to talk about, we're talking about one player out of every jersey that we would wear. If we could get a jersey of a team, one player, we'd get a jersey. What that jersey style would be. So for me, I said for the first one for players, I said Pronger for Anaheim. For Arizona, I said Hansel for Boston, and we're back to the game. For Boston, I said Bergeron. For Buffalo, I said Pekka. And for Calgary, I said again the horse smoking jersey. Probably a Justin Williams black alternate jersey. I said Hartford. I said a Hartford Andrew Ladd jersey. If you could do the Hartford like alternates, I would do an Andrew Ladd jersey. I think like a big 16 Whaler Ladd would look really nice. All right, we'll go to you can put in your 2 cents if you want, Josh, if you're here. And then we'll go to Chicago next. A team that not many of us like. Drafted in Demko in behind. 11-2. Shots heavily favor Montreal. Canadiens keep it there. Shot by Armia. And the Canucks have really gotten battered down there defensively, but their goaltender has just been made some incredible stops. Great hit by Armia on Jordy Ben. Canucks still trying to take the puck out. Here's Sutter. He hands it over to Tyler Myers. Canucks have lost their confidence, and they will be talking about that in the Vancouver dressing room. But so far, it's still scoreless. It gives them a chance. They'll try to find their offense, hopefully. As it's sent back down off of a stick play and thrown to the blue line, here's Jordy Ben. Working in his own zone, the Canucks can change. Now the Canadiens will change. So it'll be about 2 seconds ahead of them on shift line. That is a smart move by Montreal. Team with a few experienced players to go there. It's a pass up the line. Carey Price will send this away. The Canadiens to send this to center. And moving in is Gallagher. He gets heavily hit by Travis Hamonic. Shot off the point, goes off the glass and wide. Trying to bank it through is Toffoli. And yet another glove save by his former teammate Thatcher Demko. And oh, nice. Send it to the Discord. Who's the next team? Chicago. We'll go to that at commercial. Chicago Blackhawks, which I mentioned is a team that not many of us like. Here's a shot over. There's Anderson. Oh, that blocked in front. The Canucks force it to center. They try to get some movement and some chances. The best chance was shorthanded by Roussel. The Canadiens get it back in their own zone. Chipped over Anderson at the Montreal bench. And the Canucks are making line changes. And move chip back again. Here's Jay Beagle. He sends off the backhand. Back at the corner. It's Schmidt shooting it in again. Back down along. And thrown through. Looks for Gaudette. Beagle with the hit. And now Romanov. Shot in by Edler. Edler hands it over to Hoglander, who turned it over because he's not that big of a guy. Suzuki chips it in, and he goes for a change. A lot of Montreal Canadian Habs are going for changes as Edler shoots in and takes a hit. Carey Price spins this around. Canucks are starting at their legs. That no, they're not getting shots, but they are sacrificing the puck turnovers to get their physical game going, which actually is not as stupid as it sounds. Hughes handles it over to the left circle, fires one, it deflects up high, and still kept in by the Canucks. Great stretch pass over to Hughes again. He fires it again, and a save by Price. Canucks are finding their legs, and they're getting interior presence. No score still, but Vancouver is going to have an offensive zone draw when we come back. 5:34 in the first. I would get a Kane. I would get a Patrick Kane, like just a straight up red jersey. I've always liked the logo with just the C and the hammers, but that's never been their full logo. They've never had that as a full jersey. So I would just get like the really, 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 really red one. 88 Kane. No question. I've never liked the Blackhawks, but Patrick Kane's always been my favorite player. Since Brodeur's retired, even with McDavid, even with Crosby, even with Ovechkin, I met the guy and all that, Kane's just always been my favorite player. I've just always liked to see Kane. Kane also, he's bigger than doing taller than me, but he's also a small guy. I mean, he's muscular, but he's a small guy, so I always like that kind of small hockey players. Obviously, DeBrincat's even shorter. DeBrincat's shorter than me, believe it or not. And doesn't matter because he's muscular and fast. I keep saying muscular make me feel bad, make me feel good for not working out my arms as much as I should. All right. Colorado. For Colorado, I would get and I think it's okay to pick an alternate that's modern, but use an old player's name on it, which is what I'm doing. I would pick one of the like 2017 outdoor series with the C and the triangle, the Rocky Mountain Triangle. Joe Sakic. I would do that. I would totally do that. Run it back down and throw it at the left circle again. We'll go to Columbus when we get back. Yeah, I would do that, but as I said, Sakic over McKinnon. I'm a sucker for wearing those old player jerseys, 90s and stuff.
Since the pandemic put a stop, or a pause, I should say, to the season. And upon the resumption, empty buildings. The players that all talk about the momentum and the fans get excited.
Here's Hughes moving the puck to the boards against Besser. Talk about fans and how, rematch of the 82 Stanley Cup Final was the last game, ironically, where there were fans in the building. Vancouver and the New York Islanders. New York is on a real tear as Tatar is offside with 5 minutes to go. We're going to overtime in Denver, if anyone's wondering. Coyotes and Avalanche. That game will be hitting overtime. It has a 5-minute overtime, so if this game goes through with no commercial breaks and they go to a shootout, we can hit that shootout at the end of this period. And we got to fight. Oh, my God. It's JT Miller and Ben Sherratt are going to bout. Sherratt tries to throw a left, and here's Miller with the right. Miller is down, and Miller is on Sherratt. He got one hit in, and then Sherratt swung and missed. And there you go. I don't think it's unanimous, but I'd like to say JT Miller won that fight. And the two guys are going to go for fives. They're going to go to the locker room. Very interesting. Vancouver is going to – Ben Sherratt just tossed his helmet. Vancouver will be without for the rest of the first period. And for 2 seconds in third, will be without one of their most talented scorers. But Montreal will be without one of their most serviceable defensemen. As these guys clearly these guys clearly are not fighters. You can see that. Next team's Columbus, but we're not going to get to that yet. So that's an interesting fight. You wouldn't think Miller and Sherratt, specifically JT Miller. But we'll see how it ends up shaking up these lines. I mean, Montreal, Vancouver actually might be hit with this differently because they've got is a shot on Demko. It's stopped by him and Schmidt behind the net. Vancouver has another shot. They score. They finally score. The Canucks could not get the puck out, and the Canadiens will take. So, just like that, a feed in front and a Toffoli wrist shot has then was affected him. It's still in Montreal for 1-0. Because I like the player, even though he's not really known for Columbus, and as I told you, I like old players. Even though Laine's a great player, I would think about Laine, but I would probably end up getting a Cannon jersey with the Rafi Torres. That'd be really cool. I really like Rafi anyway. Drop down at the corner. There's a shot by Ben. It's gloved down by Price. So the Canadiens will get the lead. But just like that, it is 1-0 Montreal. 3:08 left in overtime. If anyone's wondering, Colorado, Arizona still tied at 1 there. 3:55 to go in the first here. At the face-off, Hughes will have it. Hughes turns in through. Hughes circles the wagon, shoots, blocked. And back to center ice it goes. Hughes over to Virtanen. Virtanen back to Hughes. Hughes to Virtanen. Virtanen cycles his way. The Canucks are going to have to get momentum on Price. He doesn't even seem to be unstoppable. They've had chances on him. They've had legitimate chances on him. They got to keep the shots coming as here's a chance in for Anderson. Oh, the save by Demko. Thatcher Demko's putting up those games that, he may let up a couple goals, but he's just going to carry the team. So there's got to be goals, though, and he's not going to score them. So you're going to have to get some goals as the Canuck went down and just got flipped in the Montreal zone. There's a shot off the point. This goes wide. Now Corey Perry tries to toe drag it through and stuff it, but a great stick play by Hughes, and he hits him off the puck. Moved in for Armia. Back to Perry. Back to Armia. Penalty coming up against Vancouver. Now to Corey Perry. Back over to Petrie. Back to Dano. Back to Dano. Now to Perry. And also it came because they couldn't get the puck out. If the puck was just moving in a regular way, it's probably still scoreless. It was like a tricky shot. Anderson lost the puck at center. Anderson gets it back and dropped in his own zone now behind the net. Anderson with the puck. Anderson will move it up to center ice. 6-on-5 for the Canadiens as they wait for Vancouver to touch the puck. They gain possession to Foley. Dropped it down at the corner. Now Dano to Weber. Shea Weber sends it over. Back to Goodbranson. Pass to the slot. Rebound. This is going to be touched by the Canucks with 2:13 to go in the first period.
Whistle blows, and referee Michael Markovich has the penalty signal. And Quinn Hughes, who is already on the bench, is the
So it's going to be Hughes to the box. And one of their fast quality defensemen goes for holding. There will be now a Montreal power play. Special teams has been good for the kill, not for the man advantage. And this is the hold, I'm guessing, on Dano. And I praised him for a good defensive play, but it was actually a penalty. 2:13 left in the first. Horvat and spun off the draw. Myers slaps this in. It's like every time. Winning the draw, now dangling behind the net, believe it or not, is the goaltender who waits for Petrie. It's Price from Petrie, and Petrie back to Tomas Tatar. Tatar sends it over. Back down Corey Perry. Sent away to in the middle of the ice. Gallagher was there, and now Corey Perry still with the puck. Into the middle. Petrie sets it up and sends it over to the corner. Over to Kotkaniemi. Back from Petrie. Sent it to the left circle. Jeff Petrie fires! And hit the crossbar. That might even be a closer chance than the actual goal that was scored. Because of the velocity, how it did really beat the goaltender. Shot, save made, and Myers, I don't know how he was trying to clear the puck because he just shot it up. And, of course, the Canucks can't get it out now with a minute 14 left. Also, the Avalanche won 2-1 in overtime. If anyone's wondering, they did win 2-1 in overtime. The game-winning goal there, Landeskog from Sam Girard. A minute to go on the power play. And over for Jonathan Drouin. Backed it up again and sent off the wall and into the Montreal zone. 45 seconds left in the power play and 54 on the first period. When this, we're not going to, just don't ask jersey questions unless it's a commercial because after this period's over, we're going to go to LA for the third period. Anaheim for the third period of the Kings and the Ducks. Even though the Kings have a 3-goal lead with 8:25 left in the third. We can have the rest of that game. We should probably have the rest of that game. It's Hamonic. Backhands it off the boards again, off the wall. Then Petrie tried to send it across. Here's Hamonic. He takes a hit from Toffoli. Over to Jordy Ben. Backhands it in, and it's Roussel to move the puck up. Roussel to center ice. He'll shoot in. Back from Price. Carey Price outside of his net. Roussel trying to find his way through to try to steal the puck. 10 seconds left. And no power play goal for Montreal. They'll shoot this up into the netting. 6.8 to go in the first period. I believe this will be a neutral zone draw.
Good speed right down the middle, but Alexander closing. Able to get a stick out. Smart play by Adler. Face off the left of Demko. Horvat against Deneau on the face-off.
16-4 shots overwhelmingly in favor of the Canadiens. Canucks will fire this off the boards, and then they'll try to clear it. It's taken still by the Canadiens. Armia, terrible play by Vancouver in zone presence and everything else. They do give up a goal, but only one, where they probably could have given up about 4. Great goaltending by Vancouver, but that's about it. 1-0 Canadiens. And I believe it's the Canuck killer Toffoli again. But anyway, 1-0. No, Kotkaniemi. I don't think it was Toffoli. It's Kotkaniemi, 1-0 Canadiens over Vancouver. I actually wanted to stream that, Charles, at the end of the game, but I was hoping they'd go to a shootout so I'd have a chance to stream that game, but nothing there, of course. All right, we're going to. I didn't say that, but whatever. All right. For the rest of for the second intermission, we're going to head to LA and Anaheim. This is not the right channel. LA and Anaheim for the Ducks and the Kings. And they're a commercial. No, Charles, I'm not. Charles, I'm not. I didn't tell him anything. That's just because Nathan, we're not going to talk about politics. I said I'm not. I said I'm not. Charles, I'm literally screaming. I'm going to wake up people. I'm not. I'm not. I didn't listen to me. Trust me. I'm not. In fact, I disagree with a lot with that politician and everything. We don't talk about politics. He's just trying to troll me. I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not. All right? In fact, I'll send a direct message to you on Discord.
Wisconsin, he was undrafted. He took Union College to a Frozen Four. He's won major awards in the American Hockey League. And he gets an opportunity here tonight as a penalty about to come. It won't matter. It's tapped in.
Score! Just like that, as we come back to the game, Dustin Brown punches a puck through, and the Kings were going to go on the power play. They are now up 5-1. The former captain Dustin Brown will hammer the puck in with 6:03 to go. Wow. And also, they got the state as well as you think about it. They had this veteran goalie that they brought in that had played for a long time. They put him in. He gives up one goal, and the offense comes alight. And the Kings, who lost in overtime after coming back and having to score 5 goals, they had to score 5 goals. Or I think it was 4 they had to score to get into that game, have scored 5 goals in this night. In a blowout right now. They have a 4-goal lead, and Dustin Brown put it in, but it was Iafallo. Dustin Brown was the recipient, but it was Iafallo who was going to get the credit. His 6th goal of the year, as the Ducks will bring it in and try to get back within a goal. And I would not be surprised to see Anaheim pull their goaltender, John Gibson, who's been outplayed. It's handed and dropped through to Raquel. Raquel to center ice. Here's Raquel sending it over. To pick it off again. And it's Wagner. He'll move the puck through. Gibson back behind the net. Oh, good hit. And sent away. There's a shot that deflects up high off a stick with 4:59 to go in the third period. 5-1 LA. In a rip. We got 12:20 left in the first period, so we'll definitely hit the end of this game. Although it's a blowout right now. It's fine. Let's try not to talk about politics though, because when I do it, it just envelops in a whole. I don't really want to talk about politics because it's just really, I don't know. It gets into a mess. I'm not trying to get my political message out there, or not message. That's really bad. But you know what I mean. My thoughts.
Is in St. Louis, 8 o'clock on the NHL Network Sunday. It's these Kings against the Colorado Avalanche, 7 Eastern on NBCSN. And 1 week from tonight, Flyers and Rangers at 7:30 on NBCSN. Alex, I follow the last of the 5 goal scorers.
Charles, that's why I said not to ask him, because I didn't say that the other day. He's trolling. This is why we're not talking about politics. Guys, I'm gonna start muting people and unmodding people when we talk about politics. Can we please not talk about politics? Just trying to have a calm stream here. Just gonna have a fun hockey stream. This is pitched over for Henrique. Adam Henrique drops it off. He was the overtime winner hero against the Kings the other night. Shot from the circle and drop back down again. Chance in front to flex off a few skates. And moved it down away. No, I never said that. I literally have never said that. And this is shot down with a glove and out.
4 players on this team that are undrafted came out of the NCAA, out of the college program. They're listed right there. Pretty cool to see. You don't see very often that many undrafted players on one team. And we look at Sean Walker is out of Bowling Green, and that's where.
That's again private information, Nathan. We literally just said we're not going to talk about that because that's not your information to give out. I told you that in confidence. I know you're trying to make a joke, but seriously, no.
He's just 22 years old. He's the second youngest player in the NHL to lead their team in goals, only behind Joel Farabee, who's 21 in Philadelphia. Getzlaf plays it out high. Larson.
This is thrown off the corner at the right circle. Can Canucks still win? Yeah. Who's Tommy? He's Tommy Bavaro. He's broadcasted here before. He's my good friend. I don't know if you've never seen him. This is thrown to the corner wall and sent back at the left circle. Dropped through to the point and moved at the corner again. And back at the blue line, it goes in around. Drop back off a fanning shot, and Doughty will send this to center ice. I appreciate that, Charles, but I don't support him. But that's done. Because he said something critical about Vancouver, I think. I don't know. Yeah, that's true. Ashton, you're right. All right, we're done with politics. We're done, guys, seriously. Done with politics for the night, okay? Done with politics, because I don't want to start unmodding people because I'm upset that we're talking about politics. I want to also continue broadcasting this Ducks-Kings game, even though it's a blowout. Will have to be brought in by Delorier. Delorier sends it over to Fowler. Cam Fowler dropped down the line. It's going to be midnight. He's not even going to pick up the phone. He's definitely sleeping. I could call him, but he's not going to answer. Fine. Moved it over for Wagner, and this just off the goaltender. Moved in behind again. Shot back for the Kings to try to have movement. There's a shot over the glove of Gibson again.
John Gibson is a good goaltender, has been in this league for a long time. His save percentage is 90% on the season. And then think about the fact that he's given up 3+ goals in 10 straight starts. Dating back to a shutout that he had in early February against Vegas. So he sees a lot of rubber.
Nathan, stop bringing that up. I told you that in confidence. Breakaway! Kempe! Oh, and a save made by Gibson looking for the hat trick. Back then at the line and thrown to center ice. Van Donen and dropped to the corner. It's Getzlaf. Wrists it through. Drop back down. A centering shot to the glove of the goaltender. It's Grashnik, who's been incredible. Nathan, don't start. Nathan, don't start. Remember that one time where I had to unmod you and everything erupted into a big problem, and you said that you were angry and upset because of what happened, with other things, and I was in a really bad mood, and we all felt really bad. Don't do this again, guys. Don't start, because I'm already in a good mood, but tired. I don't want this again. I'm begging you. Oh God, this is gonna start a mess. You know what? Just say, Nathan, say no, and let's get on with it. 5 seconds left in the third. Moved over for Delorier, a shot and a save at the horn, and how good for Troy Grosek and his first NHL win in a long time. The last time he won a game was in November 16th, 2014, and he's got a victory here for the LA Kings. He had to play backup because Pedersen was playing the next game, and Jonathan Quick has an injury. So Grosnick, we may see a little bit of him later, and a 5-1 great win for the Kings. Their offense came alive. 2 goals by Kemp, and he almost had a third. And the Kings with an explosive win in Anaheim. Oh, shit. Yes, I do. The one thing about Nathan is if you tell him, Nathan's the type of kid, Charles, just Charles, if okay, stop. Let me just explain to you this, Charles, and these guys. I talk to Nathan a lot, so you can under. It is confirmed to it. So you can understand. Charles is the type of kid where if you say if you say, Nathan, you can't say something or do something, then he wants to do it. You just have to, like, even if it's horrible, you have to kind of, I don't want to say let it go. That sounds bad, but I don't know. Can we not have this conversation? Nathan's trying to make jokes, but the way he's saying them are not jokes. What he's saying is not jokes. What he's saying is wrong, but I really don't want to get into a moral conversation right now. I can't take the stress. No, I'm not saying you're a bad kid. I'm not saying you're a bad kid. I'm just saying you're a kid. I'm saying you're a kid. Oh, God, guys, I'm not saying you're a bad kid. I never said you're a bad kid. This is please don't put words in my mouth. I never said you were a bad kid. I said you were a kid. That's not a bad kid. That's just a kid. I know what he did. I know I'm not doing it though. It's just not. I think the game should be starting. The second period should be resuming anyway. I ignore. All right, I'll let you know if Tommy said anything. Oh, he said no. Yeah, he said no. I didn't think he would say yes. But he said no. They're about to start the second period. No, I know you didn't. He's wrong for that, but I'm. Again, I told you he says it when he usually says stuff like that when he's wrong. I don't know why, and he doesn't want to be told he's wrong. I don't know why that's the trigger. It just is. Again, I'm not saying you're a bad kid, Nathan. I'm just saying that it's something bad that you say. That kind of contradicts itself. I'm not saying you're bad. I'm just saying. All right, I'm not at this point. I'm here to stream the game with you. I'm not ignoring anything. I'm just. I'm acknowledging what's going on. I'm just letting everyone know that don't be negative. Don't say stuff that are going to offend people. You might think that it's all this like snowflake left. It's people's feelings, and on the internet, no matter what your political beliefs are, people's feelings matter on the internet. So you have to put that in account. I do. Why do you think I don't say anything offensive or curse or do anything like that on the internet? If people's feelings matter. The Branson sets it up. Here's a chance at Petrie on the right circle. A shot in front, blocked away. And now, since the 2 seconds have gone off the board, JT Miller also can be back on the ice if he'd like to be, as well as if Pearson sends this through. as well as Ben Sherratt for Montreal. Those were the fighting penalties that took the 5:02 from the clock when there was 4:58 left in the period. 1-0 Montreal. Here's Schmidt. Schmidt sends this to center ice and just drops it in. Back over again for Hoglander and moved up again. Back where he is. Right over for Toffoli. Still there and a good hit. Back trying to jar the puck loose. No, it's not. Charles, Charles, it's not. I think we accept all types of people from all walks of life as the Canucks are starting to flurry shots in, and another save by Price as he holds on. We accept if someone says something that's not accepting. That's not the vision of my channel. This is a channel that accepts literally anyone. Literally anyone. Remember, feelings matter, guys. Feelings matter. And I'm not trying to direct that at anyone, but if you're offending people, even if you don't think that you're offending people and you feel like you're offending, if they feel offended, they're offended. That's the new rule of this channel. Okay, new rule of this channel that should have been directed a long time ago. As 2-on-1 for the Canadiens, Byron passed it over. Shot in front, backhander score. Corey Perry, and it's 2-0. New rule. If you say something and somebody thinks they're offended, you offended them, even if you actually believe you didn't. What a streak in by Corey Perry. He just backhands he struck through. Also, non-directing note. Why are the jerseys hung so low of the retired players? Smeal, Henrik, Daniel, and Linden, and Bure. But anyway, Canadiens will move this in. There's a shot glove down by Demko on draw. Byron and Evans will get the secondary assists. It's 2-0 Habs. It's 17:37 to go in the second. But here's the play that manifested. It was Byron with all of the space, and then what a toe drag move past the goaltender by the former star, Corey Perry, and by star, I mean Dallas Stars, head Canucks. Oh, wow. So much of a chance there as the Canadiens try to move this around. As it's as it's dropped in through again. Well, you know what? I don't think you should ask him to settle down, because I can understand why he's upset. But I understand why all you guys. I understand even the Martinez, you want everything to be back to normal as I do. I understand that Nathan's just upset about whatever, and he's annoyed that people are getting pressed. But I also understand that Charles that's a horrible word to use, and he feels that there should be some sort of apology. I understand everyone's point, but I literally can't do it. But I understand. I stand with you, and that's stand and not stand. Moves it back at the corner. Kakinemi sends it the right circle over from Toffoli. Tried to shoot and couldn't. Jay Beagle with good stick presence over there. Now it's Quinn Hughes to center ice and thrown in for Hughes to try to get the puck, or Howrelek to try to get the puck. Chase Howard now. Hamonic sends it to blue line. There's a shot on route. Rebound deflection. It hit Howard. Penalty coming up. Hamonic shoots anyway. Penalties coming up against Montreal. Canucks with the shot. Oh, Beagle had a wide open chance to make it 2-1, and he missed the goal with 3:59 played in. This is a penalty against Montreal, I think. Yes, it is. It's Kulak to the box, and it's Vancouver to the man advantage. Wait, Charles, when you said that is probably the most offensive thing you could say to me, are you talking to me or are you talking to Evie and Martinez? You have to understand why he would be offended. Miller at the right circle. Sent it over to Hughes. There's a shot. On goal and a save by Price. And backed it down Demko. And now Hughes behind the net. Hughes working his way through on Byron. Byron sticks that away. Now Besser. Oh. Moved it up the middle. And at the right corner. That's JT Miller. Sending it over. Hughes, the left circle. Score! Canucks score a power play goal. Just like that. And it's going to be Besser, who's been one of the most prolific Vancouver goal scorers this game. Just like that. It is 2-1. Montreal, Vancouver is back in this game. Also, to get that goal and not get it with like 2 minutes left in the third is really nice. Yes, they run for a great goal by Curry, but you get that goal. What a shot, too. It's not like a fluke. It's just a top ripper over Price. It's a power play goal. And Vancouver is only down by 1. JB go flush off the draw. And it'll be Roussel against Suzuki. Montreal wins the faceoff. Ripped it up again. And back down again. Over for Howard. Howard with the puck. Trying to stuff it past Price. Price is out of his net. And Gallagher tries to send this through. Back to center ice. Canadiens bring out a window pass. Here's Gallagher. Gallagher sending this through to Travis Hamonic. Dropped it off for Hughes and sent to center ice again. Handled it Virtanen. Back along, tried to backhand this through and kept in. Hughes over to Sutter. Sutter a shot up in front and a save by Price. 13:52 to go in the second period. Montreal went up by 2, but then the Canucks got another goal to make it 2-1. One goal to make it 2-1. Besser, and it's a 1-goal game. What, Evie Martinez? I don't know what to do. What is he going to do, Nathan? If you keep on saying it, he's going to make me unmod you. Or worse. So that's what's going to happen. I know what he's saying. I can read the chat. I'm aware what he's saying. Also, you gotta be worried, Evie Martinez, because Nathan will, since he's a mod, he'll mute you and not let you talk and do stuff. So you got to be careful. I'm not muting you right now, Nathan, but like, you know. I might talk to you after the stream, like on phone, just to let you know that what's happening.
This period brought to you by the Toyota Corolla family. Hatchback, sedan, and hybrid.
Oh, oh my God! I got your DM. I know what it is. Fine. All right. I have to unmod you. I'm sorry. I have to unmod you. I have no choice but to unmod you. I'm sorry. You're right. It is hate speech. And even if you don't think it's okay, even if you think it's okay, it's not. It's hate speech. I can't allow it. Saved by Price. So I'm going to now delete every comment that you made that word. Why would it let me do anything? But, well, if you use my rule, then yes, it is. If you use my rule, then yes, it is. Number 2, most of society deems it that word as a shot is blocked by the screen, so Besser can't get it through. But it's not a bad word. That's the difference. That's the other thing you're not understanding about it. I'm not ganging up on you. I'm going to teach you. It's not a bad word. It's not like it's a poopy word. Like, what, you remember when I said that, the whole joke? It's not that. It's different. It's used as an insult to degrade people and to put people down and not let them advance in life. It's different. Well, yes, but again, it's not a bad word necessarily as it is a bad word, but it's not a bad word necessarily as it's a slur. It's an insult, but it's a slur. So it's technically hate speech. I don't know how to do this, but technically I could just like literally ban you from my channel. I'm not going to do that, but I could. It's like penalty coming up against Vancouver, and the Canucks can't believe it. But yeah, I don't know why. That's the other thing. I don't know why we're talking about this. I literally told you guys I don't want to talk about politics and that. Because he's a big Coyotes fan. That's why. I know, but so is Charles. So is a lot of you guys. The problem is this is an issue where I can't be in the middle. Like, I don't want to take sides, but I have to. Yes, you guys are fine. All you guys are fine. It's just you can't insult people. You just can't do that. And also, okay, so I understand, because I know people like this, but I understand the whole idea is like, it's like, well, the word is okay, I think. Like, why does it, if you're hiding something for a reason. So it's like he's not saying if he's, gay or not because he's hiding something. No, he's not hiding anything. It's not your business. That's the difference. No, I'm not. It's fine. That's not the making me frustrated. I'm not trying to side with anyone. I'm not siding with the person. I'm siding with an idea, and it's not a democratic idea. It's called like human decency. It's also, you don't understand. It's also YouTube stuff. Like if YouTube ever wanted to investigate, YouTube could shut me down or also keep me from a job. You realize I could fail to get a broadcasting job because they could say, "Oh, we checked your YouTube, and on your YouTube you were allowing hate speech." I'm doing you a favor. And I'm trying to keep my cool, but I'm losing it. Can we not talk about anyone's personal life? I talk a lot about my personal life here, and I don't even need to, and I do. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That's... Can we not ask why questions anyone? Just say it doesn't matter. I've barely been able to broadcast this entire power play. I'm over, and you're right. I'm overloaded because this is crazy stuff that, look, I'm just this. I don't even know what to do. 2-1-1 coming up for Montreal, holding, waiting, shooting Armia. Save, Benedetto. I'm just this 20-year-old kid. What do I know about this stuff? I don't even know enough. I'm just telling you what I think and what YouTube policy is. I don't even know really how to deal with these situations. Shot off the circle and back down the boards. I know, I understand. Yes, I understand. I understand that sometimes you get annoyed and sometimes you say things you shouldn't. But at the same time, you really said something you shouldn't. That is bad. That is a slur that should not be said ever. Horvat moves in shorthanded, shooting. Not shorthanded, crowd plays over. And a save made by Price. And you know what, Nathan, you know what? Can you do this for me? So we can, I hate to use this term. I'm not going to say get it over with because it still is going to be painful to Josh for forever because Josh. See, I can't think to Charles for forever because of what he said and how hurtful that is. But I can tell you this, it's not going to erase anything, but it will help a little bit. Can you just you can't boycott. You can't boycott words. You can't boycott words. But anyway, can you do me a favor? Do me a favor, okay? All right? Just apologize to Oh, nice. Just apologize, Nathan, to Charles. You don't have to say that much. And don't back out and don't say I apologize for saying that, but it doesn't matter because anyway, just strictly say I'm sorry for what I did and then be done with this and then we're not going to talk about this again. It's not going to completely solve the problem at all for Charles. It's not going to fix pain, but it'll help a little bit. Can you just say sorry? Fine. I mean, at this point, I'm not going to argue. If he thinks that's not enough, then we'll deal with that when that fish boat comes. But right now, I think we're fine. All right. Fine. Nathan, you have to promise me that all you'll say is sorry. But you have to promise me. But you have to promise me that all you'll say is sorry, number one. Number two, we're not going to talk about this again. Number three, you can't say a slur. If you promise to all those three things, I'll move you. I'll bring you back as a mod immediately. But you have to promise to all three of those things and hold them up. then I'll give you back moderator. Okay? Fine.
Just misses. And then at the other end, he blocks a shot after getting his stick up to Jordy Ben. It's been an eventful period. And second assist on the Vancouver goal.
All right. Face off the Vancouver zone. Will the Canadiens win it? Yes, they will. Romanoff to the goal. The save by Demko. Canucks can move this up to center ice. They'll have numbers and throw in. Weber. Chop that around. And throw to the corner. Tyler Myers, he pitched this around. And it's sent over the glass and out. Oh, nice. LED lights. Okay, nice.
Your Land Limited is hiring now. Join the pros of the construction business and let's build back BC. Your Land Limited. Anything possible.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. And you can say that word, but don't try to be, the one you just used. Not the one before. The one you just used. You cannot use the one before. Even if you're not even referring to what that word refers to, even if you're referring to like a play that was bad, like that's a play, you can't use that word. But this word you can use. Yeah, I've been a lot nicer and a lot more lenient with you than pretty much any other YouTuber would be. Maybe not any other, but and it's not that I'm enabling that behavior. It's just that I'm a nice guy. And I don't, especially people I don't know. Dano will be on the net to the wraparound. Saved by Demko. Just as the puck went, his pad was down on the icing line. No, yeah, you are. But I'm also nice. I'm just a nice guy. I'm just letting you know that. At the right circle. Once again, the Canadiens are going to the power play once Vancouver touches the puck. They will now. 6:52 to go in the second. I think we're going to commercial. As it's going to be a hooking penalty against the Canucks. And it will be Montreal. Yeah, I know. Josh, hey, nice. You came in nice timing. You missed a train wreck of just. I'm not even gonna get into it. It's not anything you haven't seen before. Power play coming up for Montreal, and the train wreck doesn't have to do with the great save Thatcher Demko's made on turnovers, but something in the stream. But the Canucks did score a goal, and they've given up a lot of chances still. Now they've given up the same amount of chances that they had in the first, but they've scored more chances than they've had more chances for their offense in the first, and they haven't given up a goal since Corey Perry, so it's still 2-1. What train wreck? If you scroll up, you'll see. It's just chat stuff. And not trainway. I think that's a runway you're thinking of. As the backhand puck comes to the loose. Yeah, the train wreck is scored. That may be a train wreck. A shot from the point, Weber, and I think it was deflected. And it is now 3-1 Montreal. Just like that, a Canadian or glass. No, I don't think it ever deflected. This just went right through. The Foley was in front of the net, but I don't think that missed the Foley's stick. Now, that's going to be right to Denver. 3-1, the Habs back up by 2. Yeah. No. He wasn't muting people. In fact, nobody was muted.
Sherratt, and you can see he missed that one, but what's his right hand? That one right there, and you can see his reaction when he's going off. He knows that he takes a look at his right hand.
So Sherratt has not been out here. Apparently, it might be a hand injury. So now the Canadiens are back down up by 2 again. Chance at a late goal doesn't really help. 3-1. The Canucks can score a goal in the third period. Remember, the last 2 games they came back, they were trailing coming into the third period. They had not won a game until Saturday when they came back from behind Toronto to beat them. They hadn't won a game since then in the season when they were trailing going into the third. They've won 2 straight trailing going into the third. By 1 goal, though, each time, not by 2 goals. Here's a shot by Horvat off the wall. There's Romanoff sending us through and the center for Byron. I don't know. Besser with the hit there, and now Pearson. Down through the puck, Horvat there. Center Hughes to center ice. Hughes weaves his way across. Over to Besser. Besser to Hughes. Backhanded away for Horvat. Now Toffoli gets hit. Horvat with the puck, thrown off a skate and chipped along. Pearson there. Myers over to Pearson. Moved over for Pearson. Back at the right circle, a shot by Toffoli. This hit the wall. Goodbranson tries to throw it in. Goal! Saved by Demko. Rebound. It comes to the boards. Circulates through. Back at the corner, Gaudette. Went down away from Byron. Now JT Miller. And swept in by Travis Hamonic. Petrie over to Goodbranson. Goodbranson centered through Dano. And wristed in. Demko's behind the goal. Ready to go for Schmidt there. Hughes centers this off the boards. Islanders will play the Devils tomorrow, if anyone is wondering. And the Islanders, actually, it's kind of funny. The Islanders, who have played a lot of games against Buffalo, they won't play the Sabres till into the last month of the year. And then that with the regular season, they'll have 2 games against them in Buffalo. They won the 6th straight. 3-1 Canadiens over the Canucks. All right, let's go back to jerseys because we weren't able to do that. Let's go back to jerseys. Jersey players of jerseys that we would wear. Okay, here we go. So, Josh, we did. So you can catch up, Josh. We did Carolina, Chicago. We did Carolina. We did Chicago, and we did Colorado and Columbus. We did all of the C's except for Calgary because we did them last time. So I'm going to wait till you tell me yours there. We've already did mine. Mine was a Lad Hartford jersey, just a really red cane jersey. Then a Colorado, then a Sakic outdoor series. Then a Blue Cannon Rafi Torres for Columbus. Any Whalers, okay. How did you get mod? I give the mod. I'll give you a mod too because you've been very consistent and reliant. I just gave you a mod. And no, I don't just give mods to random people. It's just that it's a lot of people here have mods, and the only reason a lot of people here have mods is because most people here are very reliable. I only give them to reliable people, but since I'm not like a crazy, huge service where they just random people go in and day out, I get regulars and I get people that are reliable. I give mods. Nordique's Wah. Ooh, forgot about Wah. I wouldn't get a Nordique's Wah. It is kind of funny to see a Wah Nordique's jersey just because he never played for Quebec and all the rivalries there. That's a funny one.
3-1 Montreal. Brock Besser has the Canuck goal. 6 points in 7 games against Montreal this season.
I know. I unmodded him, and we fixed the scenario. I understand how insulting that was, but there's nothing I can do. There is nothing I can do, at least that I know of. There's nothing I can do. I will talk to him later today about that. That's not a word you say, but there's nothing that I can do. We don't. And I know sorry is not enough, but you have to also. My channel's not known for it. It's just people say it on my channel. I mean, I get that's my channel, but you have to understand that I don't stick for any of that. As political beliefs, I believe in all people. Shot there is circulated off the boards. I believe in every person is equal and good in every way. I have nothing wrong with any person, any sexuality. I have nothing wrong with it. Just things are said. I get that apology isn't enough. I get that. But I don't know what else I can give you. Because if I banned him from the channel forever, that still wouldn't be enough. I don't know what I could do. Well, he said he was leaving that other time too. I feel bad, but it's fine. I get it. I just feel really bad, but don't. I don't want you to feel bad. That's no a shot off the glove and held by Price. I feel really upset. Can you not say that stuff again, though? Yeah. Nathan, if you want his, you can DM him if you want, Nathan. I'd appreciate if you do that because he's in the Discord. Don't beg him to come back to the channel, but like really, really apologize. He's in the Discord if you want to talk to him. I'm not unmodding you. I'm not unmodding you. I just want you to. Unmodding you doesn't do anything. It's just please don't say that stuff again. I would appreciate if you talk to him, okay? His thing is still online. I know you love the channel. You have a lot of passion for it, and that's sometimes why you say horrible, stupid things. If you want to do something for me, Nathan, if you want to do something for me, and also put the fact also that you're a kid, if you want to do something for me, if you do, DM him, talk to him. Even if he doesn't reach out, just talk to him. Please. Puck is sent down all the way, and Besser will get it and send it to Myers. Canucks will move it up and continue it to center ice. Myers with the puck and sends it over to Price. He'll send it out. Drops it off the stick down for Hughes, and Hughes moves it in again over to Sutter and thrown to center ice.
Montreal 2-0 lead. Brock Besser got the Canucks back within one before Shea Weber on a power play.
His DM is the Coyote something. You'll see a thing that says on the Discord. You'll see a thing that says Charles 93. That's not him. I think that's Alexis, but I'm not positive. But I know it's not him. He's Coyote something. Yeah, I just because he said like this channel's known for homophobia, and I'm like, there's no way it is. I've in my whole life being nice and believing people are equal. It just because also banning people doesn't do anything. I also feel bad with Charles too because it always seems like every time when he kind of trusts me, my channel seems horrible to him and insults him, and I feel bad because I don't know. I want it to be known. I want it to be known for positivity. That's the thing. I know it's known for hockey, but positivity is what I've been working on so long. There's a guy I look up to. Pour out your heart to him, not me. I get it. I understand it. We've dealt with this before with you. I get it. I understand. Just don't say that word again. Don't use slurs. I get it. I mean, if you mind telling me what's like on your mind, because you did it for a reason the last time. No, that sounds horrible. Excuse me. That was a wrong thing I just said. Not do it for a reason. There's no reason for that ever to be said. You were angry when you said it that one time because your dad was in the hospital gravely ill with COVID. It's not raining. Oh, yeah, it's not raining in Vancouver. It's not raining in New Jersey. Are you in New York, right? You the Martinez, if I remember you correctly, the Islanders fan. But don't pour your heart out to me. Pour your heart out to him. Oh, you're in California. Oh, you, Nathan, could hang out. You're in San Diego, so yeah. San Diego, one of the only big cities in California I never went to. The only other I'd say big city would be Oakland, and even that's technically not a big city; it's technically a suburb.
Was now suspended their season. This was footage from early today, just before tip-off. A game suspended. You've got a number of buildings that share NBA and NHL tenants. You have common ownership of a couple, but you've got players in close proximity with NBA players that may be exposed. I don't think this is good news for the National Hockey League one bit.
I think the reaction is pretty similar, and that is if the NBA is going to do this,
They just said NBA was suspended, and I was like, "Oh no, is the NHL going to stop?" But no, it was from last year, 24 a whole year ago when the NHL suspended operations. Which I tell you, when the NHL suspended operations and the NBA and COVID, it was really hell for me because it was right around, I think it happened like right after my birthday. And you have to understand, for a guy that lives and loves sports and sports will hopefully pay his pocket and his bills, it became, don't think big. Where do I live? I live in I don't live in Montclair. That's where I am now, but I live in Jefferson.
It was Edmonton, Winnipeg, and some of the who won. I had no recollection of who won. You know, Adam Silver did an interview with Ramon Shelburne of ESPN today, and he said that we thought we were going to shut down for 30 days and then come back. And I remember that. I remember thinking 3 weeks, and then the NHL will resume, and here we are a year later, and life is not returned to normal.
I don't think I can. Oh my God. I shouldn't be able to see what you sent to him.
You know, that's a great question. I was thinking about that.
Oh, you sent it to me.
One of the things that we will see stay in the NHL, for example, is going to be the helmet ads. I think they're here for good. I heard that the Board of Governors.
It's nice, but I would like a little bit more of less, it's me. It's what I said. Don't blame this on Peter. Like, please come back to the channel. You have to understand, for him, it's more than that. It's more than just the channel or the YouTube. He feels like I don't know, but he feels, that word affects him in an emotional and a mental way. He feels unsafe. He feels in danger. He feels like you're a horrible racist and a homophobe, and you're not, but he feels that way. You have to, it's not about the YouTube channel. You have to show him, I know you're a good guy, but he doesn't know. Let me put it this way. This is going to sound very weird, but let me do it in a funny way. All right. I'm going to say stop laughing. Okay. Nathan, have you watched the funny show, the cartoon show, Family Guy? Tell me if you have. Because if you have and you've seen this episode, it'll be a perfect analogy for me to understand and show you what's going on with this guy. Okay. Have you seen the episode where Brian he tweets something he doesn't mean to at the movie theater, and then he goes back to the house and they won't let him do anything? And there are people throwing stones in the glass saying you're a racist, you're a traitor, you're whatever. And Lois basically says, you have to leave. Well, not you have to leave. Well, I know you're a good person, but they don't know. The mob doesn't know you're a good person. I'm not comparing Charles to mob. I'm just saying mob doesn't know you're a good person, and you need to show yourself that you're a good person to them, even though I know you're a good person. Hi, Avs fan 29, McKinnon fan, I'm assuming. That one, okay. Just look up. Yeah. Okay, so you don't know that one, but just look up like Brian Twitter tirade or Brian Twitter something. You find the episode. But that's basically what she said. She's like, I know you're a good person, but they don't know. They don't know that that's not you. That was just something stupid you said. That's basically you have to do it, Fork. That's basically what you have to do. You have to explain to him that you are a good person, that you are this, and this is just, you pour your heart out. Just be like, I know that hurts. I know what I said was wrong. I'm understanding now that what I did was horrible. I'll never do it again. I hurt you in a way that I can never find a way to truly forgive you. I understand that was homophobia. It was wrong, but I'm here to learn. I'm only a kid, and whatever. No. Yes, that's great. That's great. That's great, Nathan. But you're missing a point. Those are just random Family Guy episodes that don't help the situation. They don't help the situation. That's great. It's a funny show. I like it. It's one of my favorite shows. Yes. But back to the point being that you have to show him what you understand. Fan 29, if you're going like, what's happening? It's a long story that if you want to understand it a bit better, you can just kind of scroll up in the comments. No. I know you're not. He's probably not going to. He's probably still incredibly angry. But no, you don't admit that. You tell him that you're not. That's what I'm saying. You tell him that you're not, but you tell him, like, I understand that you think that's what I am. I wasn't trying to express that in a way that I was. But let me explain to you who I am. The positive things about you. You're just 13-year-old kid. You don't want to seem like a horrible person. I doubt he'll answer. I highly doubt he'll answer. But you can try.
In Vancouver, Canucks did cut a 2-0 deficit to 2-1. The Habs have gone back up by 2. And Dan Murphy alongside Sad Shaw and Ian McIntyre down in the broadcast booth. And guys, angry JT Miller has re-entered the chat. He took a fight, he's taken a penalty, he's dropped some F-bombs, but he has been engaged.
He's been great, and I'll live with some mistakes. I'll live with turnovers. I'll live with all that sort of stuff as long as JT Miller is fully engaged. In playing center, you're seeing him do so, but a big reason for his success recently is his defensive game has improved in a big way, and that's essentially all effort. Look at the past 10 games. His shot metrics have actually been in the black as opposed to being in the red. He's been productive all season. He's been getting his points, but when he's playing engaged, when that effort is there, I don't mind mistakes. I don't mind turnovers. I don't mind penalties. I'll live with that stuff as long as you're bringing your 200-foot game, and JT Miller's been doing that recently.
Well said. You're more tolerant than
I respect the Red Wings players, but the franchise has a big rivalry here. Yeah, absolutely. No question.
we've seen tonight.
Yes, I have. Love that show. My sister hates it, but I love it. The last season was especially good. My favorite episode from the last season was the one where they steal the guy's handicap thing, and then Larry goes with what's his name? I forget. Yeah, yeah, I'm talking about. And they go places. It's the one where they're getting the coffee maker. They're getting the German coffee maker. No, not with Funkhauser. Not with Funkhauser. It's the black guy. I don't remember his name. He's on that MSG show. No, not Funkhauser. Funkhauser's funny. But no. No, I'm an adult basically, so I can watch that stuff. Avalanche fun? Yeah. I love the Red Wings. Somebody, oh my God, I went on YouTube. Oh my God, I went on YouTube and a Rangers fan was dissing he was dissing Ken Daniels and Mickey Redmond and saying, oh, whoever the Red Wings broadcasters are extreme homers. And I said Ken Daniels is not a homer at all. And he was like, well, they kind of sounded like homers the way they just said, they just said no. They were disappointed. He said when they were disappointed when the Lightning scored a goal, so they were homers. I was like, what? Yep, Landeskog in overtime. That was a good one. So that was the conversation there. Yeah, and I can kind of understand, Nathan, how they wouldn't let you watch Curb the Enthusiasm. I would then assume that they wouldn't let you watch South Park or American Dad. More cartoon shows that are good, that are crude. I don't remember that season. I don't think that was the last season. I haven't seen any. I've only seen the last season in full. I think Landeskog should stay captain. He's been there the longest, and they really respect him as captain. In fact, Gabriel Landeskog is one of my favorite players in the NHL. Almost underrated. I love Gabe. He's awesome. He's a really funny guy too. Well, you have Landeskog as your captain anyway, so. But no, what did you guys think about? What did you guys think about what about the whole thing with the Red Wings broadcasters? Yeah, it has been. The whole season's been a bit inconsistent for Colorado. Yeah, those are my two favorite characters as well. Although that's not how to spell his name. It's you. It's you. My screen is not black. We've been doing well with Landeskog, so he has very good leadership. And McKinnon's the next. Do you mean leadership style or offensively or defensively? I still haven't seen enough defensively from Sakic would do things defensively that you've never thought. And also, I know he's got a playoff overtime goal, but in overtime, McKinnon's there. He's the guy, everybody watches him, but he's still not actually been an overtime guy. Where doesn't Sakic have the most overtime playoff goals of any player ever? And he was fearsome in the regular season. Now, I don't like the Avalanche at all, but I did pick them to win the Stanley Cup, and I do believe in the team. I believe they're a really good team. I believe they can turn it around and win. But that Vegas is a real deal. I know they lost today, but still, they're the real deal.
And only third period comeback win of the season against Montreal. The Canucks will try to do it again. This time they trail by 2, not by 1. So they're 49. Yes, I get it. An hour later start. Let's get into the major part of the game brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Parts that make the difference. That's Napa know-how. Well, the big part of this game is the pressure of the Montreal Canadiens. They started right away in the first period. You can see a bunch of different Canadians.
Canucks are actually my second favorite team. I have favorite teams, which people found out on. My favorite team's playing tomorrow against the Islanders, New Jersey. But I do like the Canucks a lot. It's funny, a lot of teams that I like have really big rivalries with Colorado. So I never get through for them ever. Period's underway. Clamp to the corner and sent it away. Is Nathan? That's not I don't think that's a character. I think you just put it Nathan. Oh yeah. 2001. I will say though, I believe Brodeur is better than Waugh, but Waugh did outplay Brodeur in that series. I will give you that. I will absolutely give you that. But the Devils are going to probably miss the playoffs, and the Avalanche have a chance to win the Cups. No bad blood. Petrie shoots wide. I'm aware. We haven't beat them all. We haven't beat them all year. Hey, that gives me goosebumps. I just wish it was against a different team. I am going to look it up.
shots and have had 26 other ones.
Why do I feel like Nathan is one of those stupid characters? Because I have a feeling I think I know who it is. And if it's who it is, I'm going to laugh out loud very loudly. Oh, no, that's not who I thought it was. That guy's funny. He's also a jerk. No, I thought it was that kid. I thought it was that kid that has like the big tongue and like constantly talks in lisps. I forget, it has freckles. I thought that's who Nathan was for some reason. My dad bet on the Red Wings versus Devils finals and lost $40 with the guys. 95? Oh, yeah, we cooked you guys. Well, I mean, they're my guys too, but still. I was watching a Devils NHL DVD on that the other day. Nah, I went Devils, Avalanche, Red Wings. They're all good. Yeah, it's the kid with it's the one that like always is looking up for some reason. No, right. That's his name? I don't remember the names anymore. I like binge watch. Carey Price makes a save in his own crease. I binge watched South Park for like a year, and then I just stopped watching it completely. So I don't really remember most of the characters like I used to. I like the Wings. I'm very happy that the Devils won, but I was also happy that the Wings won in '97. And if the Wings win that year, do the Wings ever get Brendan Shanahan? And with Brendan Shanahan going for as a shot is stopped by Demko on Duran, and we'll go to commercial. But if Shanahan never gets dealt, then what happens to the Blues? And number two, if Shanahan never gets dealt, then what happens to the Flyers? Avs Fan 29, I actually picked you guys to play the Islanders in the Stanley Cup final this year. That was my preseason pick, which still would work. The Islanders fourth in the division, and the Islanders first in the division, and Colorado fourth in the division. I thought the Avs were going to have a much better record than they do, though. I thought the Avs were going to be like number 2 in the league. I picked them to have the best record in the Western Conference, but I picked the Avs. I picked the Avs to win. Get five games. Five games. Avalanche win. In fact, I also picked it to go to overtime. Cal my car. If you want more stats on that, I created a video. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I never did make the video. I told myself I was going to make it, and then when they did the new division standings, it kind of blew it up. But no, I had Avs in 5. Oh, wonderful game. Fedorov! I'm telling you, that Fedorov goal from the corner was awesome. That's my favorite Fedorov goal. The goal that made it 2-0. It wasn't the game winner. I kind of wish the Avs would have scored a goal. I mean, I know no shutout, but that goal would have been the game winner. It would have been amazing. Although the game winner was pretty incredible. Holmstrom on his back. We're well aware. We're well aware. Trent sent me a meme of that today, earlier in the stream. Well, not in this stream, in the Minnesota Vegas stream. Puck comes behind the net. Good Branson with the puck. He'll try to fire it out. It's backhanded at center ice. Here come the Canadiens. 2-on-1. Brought it up. There's a shot on goal. A save by Demko. Wow, the flopper Crosby. William, are you the only person who respects Sidney Crosby in this chat? Well, I respect him. I just don't like him. Canucks turned the puck over. They actually really were caught dry because Montreal was out to the races. Sidney Crosby, you mean? Osgood is a little good. Oh, well, that wasn't Osgood that beat them, Nathan. That was the Mule. Johan Franzen, 2008, the record-setting series goals that Johan Franzen scored in the Joe and in Colorado in a series sweep in 4 games, too. Wait, even the Martinez, are you a Penguins fan? What? Yeah, I never knew that. Even the Martinez, what's your team? Because I remember you always were like actually good against the Penguins. Yeah, but then he starts getting his back hurt and yelling at Babcock, and then everything just blows up. It's horrible. That's why, but Johan Franzen never, he didn't really play the defensive side of hockey, and he didn't try to get, after like the first 3 years, he didn't really try to create a passion presence in front of the net like Holmstrom. That's why I would say that Anthony Mantha's, he's a lot like both players. He's a cross in between, though, and he can either switch to the Franzen side where he scores a bunch of goals for a few years, then falls off a cliff and can't help the team, or he helps the team, maybe sacrifices his offense to help in other ways, and becomes a guy that plays for longevity and wins cups. Oh, he definitely does. Oh, you're a Devils fan? Oh, well, I never really knew a Devils fan. I respected Crosby. But, oh, okay. Anyway, if you like the Devils, I'll be streaming Devils tomorrow against the New York Islanders. Oh, he definitely does. No, he definitely does. He's been in I think the hospital a couple times. I've heard from the reports in Sweden. He's had a lot of issues. Concussion. Oh, are you kidding me? Yeah. Yeah, I think he did. I think he got like 3 of them in the NHL and 4 of them in the Swedish Hockey League. He's damaged goods. And it's bad too. That like no harm. But no, that's what I've been saying for years about Anthony Mantha. He's in between. He's a gifted goal scorer, and he's a great piece to the hockey team that can have a chance. But he's got to play better defensively. He's got to start doing those other things, because I don't want him to just, try to score goals, and then when his offense falls off a cliff because he gets older, he starts getting hit in the head, and then, it falls apart, and he can't help the team, and he becomes a burden with big contracts. No, he needs to. No, his numbers might not be up as high as the Canucks will steal this and throw this away to center ice, but he'll help as Tatar moves in, holds, drops it off. Armia shoots, save them, go rebound, and the Canadiens keep the puck in. Weber just trying to grind this Canuck team to death. There's a shot and a save made, and it's kept in by Weber again. Handled off for Tatar. It's picked off the center ice and shot down. The Canucks can go for a change. So that's what he needs. Nice, you're back with the Vancouver Canucks. Movies, the only reason you care about the Canucks is because you're from Vancouver. And I'm not if you're thinking I'm not bullying him, I'm just Patrick Waugh is better than Osgood. No, I'd agree. He's better than Osgood. Shot score. Petrie. And it's 4-1 Canadiens. I know you're a basketball guy. I know that. You're a Raptors. It's all good. It's a goal horn. So Petrie, second straight game is a goal against the Canucks. And they have a 3-goal lead. No, it's a goal horn. They play it when the team scores. So I got Petrie, a potential guy to win the Norris, and yeah, I definitely put him there. Oh, I know. Well, no, well. Actually, Josh, if you're here, can supply what horn I think is more obnoxious. There's one horn I think to be more obnoxious. Josh knows. Hasek and Berger are better than Wah, no question. Actually, Hasek, I don't know. I don't think so. Actually, I think Wah's better than Hasek. Wow. You're good. Yeah. It's Carolina. You're absolutely correct. The only reason I say Josh is because it's Carolina, but there's a phrase I said in my second video. You can find it. And I called it something. It was fine. No, their horn, yeah, they I'm not gonna comment because there's a phrase that I say that I can't even remember that's a lot worse. Vancouver needs to start getting garbage goal. Vancouver needs to just get zone time at this point. That's the problem. It's not that they don't have offense. It's that they're not getting zone time. The Canadiens are just hitting them and keeping the puck in the zone and trucking clock off. The Canadiens don't care if they score another goal. They're just not going to let – the fear here probably wouldn't even be that Montreal scores another goal, but that Vancouver doesn't score one. That's Vancouver's problem right now. They can't initiate zone time. They can't get pucks in the net. It's just becoming a big issue. I mean, you fall behind now. Now you're 5 points behind, but I mean, still, this month has been a lot better. It's been a lot better. Rangers one, yes, I agree, and I've actually been there, and I've heard the.
Play on the Canucks app with Play Now Predict the Play. Download the Canucks app to join in on the action and play along throughout the game for your chance to win one of three $50 fan-based gift cards.
Well, there's the guy that you were championing for trophies, and here's why.
Well, you just watch him play. He's so good, so smart defensively, but look at the numbers offensively. He reads the play so well, and that plus 16 rating is a big indicator of how well he plays at both ends of the ice.
Here's Edler trying to go on and run that whole box. Now puck to the other end for an icing call. And they'll face off in Montreal.
What phrase? Josh can say. I don't remember. I said it in a video one time. It is something to do with a lawnmower rowing a rat, and it was about the goal horn sound of Carolina. I don't remember the whole thing. If he comes back before the period is over, I'll let him know. Guys, this has nothing to do with hockey, but every time I look up, I keep making the realization that for some reason I didn't shave as much on the right side of my face as I did on the left side of my face, and I look like an idiot. And it keeps on coming back to me. I definitely need to work on that. It's more than that, though. It's even worse. It's even weirder. Montreal penalty, Vancouver to the power play. Power play Canucks, and now you got to score. Now you got to score. Oh. Got to score a goal here, right? Right, boys? Hook that no for hooking. And the Canucks, you get the power play, 12:33 to go. Also, 35 whopping shots on the goaltender, and he's let in 4, but it's really not his fault. He's been the best player. There's a shot by Weber. Wrong 6, Besser. Yeah, over to Hughes, and a shot from the circle is gloved down by Price, who's been very good.
Unlike the Shea Weber one, unlike the Brock Besser one, JT Miller's outside the faceoff dot. Look at how high he is. He's outside the faceoff dot, and that gives Carey Price lots of time to see that one and grab it.
Horvat against Evans on the faceoff. And Horvat waved out. Explains why he doesn't think that was the right decision. Miller didn't take the draw. it back to Besser. Under pressure, lost the
Dropped off from Besser, and he lost the puck. Breakaway for Toffoli. Great save by Demko. Tyler Toffoli short-handed on a breakaway, and he owns Vancouver. He's the guy that calls the shots, not Jim Benning. The way he plays hockey against Vancouver, but a great save by Thatcher Demko. And Toffoli's got no points in the last 2 games against Vancouver, which helps them as it's over to Besser at the left circle. Besser moving it through, and a backhand pass at the right circle as well. I mean, the win streak wasn't going to last forever. What a save by Price on Besser, and that might basically lock the game down, even though the power play is still going up and only down by 3. The fact that, Besser the perfect shot, and just maybe this isn't the game. This isn't pucks aren't going to go in for Vancouver. Not this game. Win streak was a pretty good one for Vancouver. I know it was only 3, but still, they had a 5-game win streak earlier in the year, but these are very talented teams. In fact, 2 of the wins came against the best team in the NHL. So this might even be a better one. I'd say if the Canucks are to lose this game, just come back with a great win in the next game. Who are they playing in this game? I think they play Ottawa next week, which will help them, obviously. But we're in the center, and now Toffoli enters the zone. Toffoli off the skate of Schmidt. And move back down again. Taken through to the corner and over to Branson. Back at the line. No. Oh. Who's Peter? Peter Forsberg? Avs fan 29. I'm Peter. That's my actual name. I'm sorry. I was misreading the chats. I was still looking at this. But no. When they say Peter, they're referring to me. Yeah, not Peter Forsberg. Let's not start Peter Forsberg. Remember that, Nathan? No, William. William had an argument about one time we talked about the Avalanche, and he was making a joke. He's like, "Oh, Peter Forsberg much better than Lidstrom," or something. Like one time he was like, "Erik Karlsson was better than Henrik Sedin," and what are you talking about?
Shatter barriers. We walk past the doubt, cast aside the critics. Show what leaders look like. We can, we have, we will.
Welcome to the Disney Bundle, where Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus come to life on all your screens.
Yeah. Lidstrom is best. No question. No question. In my opinion, he's the best defenseman, better than Bobby Orr. Are you laughing at the Henrik Sedin thing? That was comical. I got heated on that. I really got it's not happy that day. I still think that, but I'm. It's kind of hard to think that. As much as I love Fedorov, you kind of really can't think he's the best Russian anymore because any Russian record, Ovechkin's going to break every Russian record ever except for goals. He already has points and goals. Yeah, I kind of have to go to Ovechkin. And my favorite Russian player will always be Sergei Fedorov, but if you look statistically, Ovechkin's done everything. I mean, he doesn't have the cups that some of those guys do, but you know, he's just putting up astronomical numbers. Fedorov and Bure were thought to be like no one would ever get better than them, and the numbers Pavel Bure and Alexander Mogilny and Sergei Fedorov put up were incredible. The numbers that Ovechkin is putting up are just astronomical. They're incredible for a guy his age too. Power play coming on for too many men against Vancouver with 8:58 to go in the third. Also, kind of funny thing with Ovechkin is that Ovechkin played with Fedorov. Not for long, but he actually was on the same team as Sergei Fedorov. So you got to see that for one season in Washington in the 2009 season. Also, after the 3-1 series lead, the Game 5s, Game 6s, and Game 7s of the Eastern Conference quarterfinal and that epic series between the Rangers and the Caps, that was Russian roulette with Fedorov and Ovechkin. Like, they were so good in that series. That's fine. That's literally, Avs 29, because I don't know if you know this, Detroit's my third favorite team. That's literally how I view the Avalanche. To a T. To a T. I like a lot of their players, past and present, but I just can't like the organization. So I completely understand. I respect the Avs, I just don't like them. Power play up going for the Canadiens. They'll move it up. Got Petrie. Into the middle. Go there right from Corey Perry. Now it's Petrie sending it out at the left circle. That's literally how Tatar. You're in Petrie at the left circle again. You're not supposed to like Detroit. You're supposed to hate them. That's fine. That's completely fine. You don't even have to respect them, but you do, which I respect. Shot by Kotkaniemi is blocked, and now Petrie. I like how that rivalry is still solid, even though a lot of the players don't get that rivalry. I mean, they haven't played in the playoff series since 2008. They haven't been in the same conference since 2004. 2014. 2013. Believe it or not, the Avalanche and the Red Wings, for the rivalry, they've never even been in the same division. Because when they were in the Western Conference, the Avalanche were in the Northwest, I believe. Yeah, the Northwest, and the Red Wings were in the Central. Should I do this? Yeah, ready? Monday. I don't see one. Remember other strange things that people said they saw in my closet? No one, if anyone asks that doesn't know what it is, I'm not going to say it because it's like really weird and really like not PC. All right. And whoever tried to pitch that back with his hands because he lost his stick down at the ice, down at the bench, and the power play is kaput. Toffoli moves in, though, as penalty just ends. Toffoli beats it through and try to send it away. Demko, this right off his pad. Taken by Toffoli at the boards. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I completely understand that with the Red Wings and your friend, whatever. I mean, I have my least favorite team in the league is the New York Rangers. You have no idea. One of my best friends is a huge Rangers fan. No. In fact, one of my best friend's three favorite teams are the Rangers, Edmonton, and Seattle, rivals of some of my favorite teams. And I still get along with people. So shot, score, rebound off of Thatcher Demko. They may be pulling him now It's Dano, and it's 5-1 Habs. There's no popcorn. Oh, is it? No. Wait, hold on a second. I want to actually unpack that for a second, Abs fan. You said the one you have to hate, the most embarrassing franchise in history. Is that Arizona, Florida, or Minnesota? And I'll let you know I actually like all three of those teams. So I'm scared of what the answer I'm getting. What is the most embarrassing franchise in sports history that you think it is? If it's any of those three teams, I can offer a rebuttal. Because you don't have to hate Ottawa. Because I'm thinking, because Arizona's in that division. So is Minnesota. Arizona's leaving, though, after this year. And then Florida is the Stanley Cup final from 96. So I'm trying. I can't figure out what rivalry are you talking about, Avs fan 29, or what embarrassing franchise is it? Because I can't figure it out. Kotkaniemi moves it to center, dropped it off the corner and back down again. It goes 4:56 to go in the third. Gaudette over to Tanner Pearson. He shoots this over Petrie's stick. Just lifted it down. No, it's not even. It's neither of those teams. It's not even a rivalry. So I'm trying to think of a bad. You're saying the worst franchise, though. It's not even a rivalry. So who is it? So it's definitely a team. It's definitely a team that thinks they're a rival with the Avs, but isn't. But the Avalanche fans don't think that they're a rival, but they think it is. So I was thinking Arizona, but I guess not. Who is it? Because every team has won a playoff series. Oh, is it Toronto? Are you talking about the Maple Leafs? Because that sounds like something Josh would say. Are you talking about the Leafs? Avs fan 29? Maybe that's what you're talking about. Joel Armia over to Jonathan Drouin. Shoot, save, that go, rebound, and comes in behind Hughes. A lot of Maple Leaf haters. I don't really hate them, but I don't really like them. I just don't care. I have no real feeling on them. Yeah, I'm going to tell you a list of where I rank because I've already actually put a video of it, but I'm going to tell you a list of where I rank all my teams. Also, you're not going to like most of them. Here where I go, favorite to least favorite. All right, here we go. Well, there are people in Ontario that hate them as well. We have to remember Ottawa's there. But here's where I rank my teams. Okay, here we go. Number 1, New Jersey. Also 2:36 left. Number 1, New Jersey. Number 2, favorite to least favorite. Number 1, New Jersey. Number 2, Vancouver. Number 3, Detroit. Number 4, Minnesota. Number 5, Arizona. Number 6, Florida. Number 7, Winnipeg. Number 8, Edmonton. Also, if you miss something, you can just ask me. Number 9, Washington. Number 10, Buffalo. Number 11, San Jose. Number 12, New York Islanders. Number 13, Boston. Number 14, Philadelphia. Number 15, Nashville. Number 16, Seattle. Number 17, Montreal. Number 18, St. Louis. Number 19, Toronto. Number 20, Columbus. Number 21, Anaheim. Number 22, Vegas. Number 23, Ottawa. Number 24, Tampa Bay. Number 25, Dallas. Number 26, Calgary, my least favorite Canadian team. I used to like them too. Number 27, Chicago. Sorry. Number 28, Colorado. Number 29, Los Angeles. Number 30, Carolina. And these teams I despise over everything. Number 31, Pittsburgh. And number 32, the New York Rangers. I just hate the New York Rangers, like more than any other team. I've just always despised them. Despise them.
Where Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus come to life on all your screens. Hulu Originals, Disney Hits, and Must-See Sports. With Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus, get the Disney bundle for only $12.99 a month.
And win with the Sportsnet Hockey Predictor powered by Ram. Tune in every Saturday night, make live NHL predictions on the Sportsnet app for your chance to win the $1,000 weekly prize or the grand prize of a new Ram truck. Visit sportsnet.ca/predictor and play now.
Montreal plays in Calgary tomorrow, and then Saturday again in Calgary. Quick turnaround. Maybe a late start tonight. Lose an hour.
Back it down over Victor Mente, and it's sent at the corner again. The 2:40 to go here. The Canucks, Roussel, moving it through behind the Montreal net. The Canadiens, they get this away. It's moved back down again and dropped through. Sent it down around and moved it to the boards. What do those things mean? I have no idea those symbols. 2:10 to go in the third. Remember, the stream will be ending right after this game, and I'll probably stay up and watch stupid crap on my phone and then go to sleep. I was hoping you're okay. Shot in there, Horvat. Sent back to the blue line. Dropped off at Nance Edler. Wrister. Save made. Rebound. Oh, missed the net completely. Edler trying to go grab this. 1:45 to go in the third. 5-1 in favor of the Canadiens. And now Hoglander trying to throw this on net. Hoglander off the backhander. Shot by Virtanen up high. And out of play with 94 seconds remaining in regulation time. 5-1 Montreal. What a great
Horvat line with a couple of chances. Tanner Pearson, that last one. Here's Nils Hoglander with a chance. Bouncing around in front. Hoglander just picks it up with all the stick. Short side miss.
Back over for the Habs. Brought in by Danault. Fakes the shot. Danault in behind. Philip Danault dropped it to the blue line. Sent off a cornering shot. Save made by Demko. So Vancouver's next game.
Directed toward the net by the Montreal Canadiens. So that's a busy night. The Canadiens came out.
Vancouver's next game will come on Saturday at home against Edmonton. And then they're going to be flying for a Monday game to Ottawa, which is going to be a very, very special game for me to broadcast for Vancouver and the Ottawa Senators. And if you guys have been following me on the channel, you'll know why. As this rebound trickled and batted down. Oh, Canuck is feeling it. His helmet's off. 45 seconds left in the third period. Canadiens will move it in their own zone. They'll throw it in. Demko. And the puck to settle it down. Dropped it down for Virtanen and over to Carey Price. Throws it in for Evans to send it back down again, and Byron with a hit there. Hoglander to throw it down at the Vancouver net bench. Excuse me, and there's Ben still with the puck. Jordy Ben will touch the puck, and that's it for the period. It is. All right, I appreciate it. Thank you. Tyson, wasn't going to curse. I'm just trying to find words. Well aware. All right. I appreciate it. I'm going to school to be a broadcaster, and I wasn't even really zeroing in because I was discussing with you guys. When I'm zeroed in on a game, you'll know it. But all right. Tomorrow I will be live streaming at 7 o'clock for Devils and Islanders, and then Lightning and Red Wings at 7:30. May or may not continue till the end of the night with Calgary and Montreal. I don't know yet. But see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern Time for Devils and Islanders, and later Red Wings and the Bolts. Good night, everybody. Happy hockey, everybody.